Hi you guys, how are you? Hey, it's Wendy. I want to give you a quick overview of this UML diagram from the COAT class, homework 2. This is all that you have to do for this CTP 115 class. Let's look at this diagram. On the left is a main class, a driver class. We don't have a name in the top of the box, but we will eventually, especially when we go to the next class. In this class, we just say, okay, there's a UML diagram. It's got two classes in it. The left side is just the main driver. We don't name it there, but we can. The right side is the COAT definition class. And in a UML diagram, at the top is the name. In the second box are the attributes with their data types. In the third box below it are all of the methods that are in the instructions that we are given. So you can have any number of methods in that bottom box. In this class, we normally always have first the COAT without anything as the default constructor. Then we have the COAT overloaded constructor. And in this particular example, we're passing in the parameters, all three data types. How we do this is we take the name of the attribute in the middle box and we add the word new in front of each name. And that's normally what we use in the overloaded constructor for the names of our variables. Of course, they're going to have the same data types. And then we have a getter and a setter for each attribute after that. So there's a couple more methods, right? The getters are accessors. All that they do is grab the data. So what they'll do is when main calls that getter from the main class, it's just actually retrieving. For example, when you call an object in main and put dot get color, it's abstracting or grabbing the color of that object. If you want to get, and remember we did spring coats and winter coats in homework 2, well, you always put the object dot whatever the method is. And the reason we're using dot notation is because we're going outside of the main driver. We're going back to the COAT definition to get that method. That's why we use dot notation. Okay, and so we have all the getters and setters, and then we have a print all module in the COAT class definition here. You can sometimes have the print module in the main driver. It just depends. You're following the instructions. So this diagram should look exactly like the instructions that I gave you for homework 2. Notice the multiplicity. The multiplicity is that little 2 number connected to the arrow, and that 2 means that we created 2 objects. So you'll sometimes, and those objects were winter coats and spring coats. Those were our objects that we created. We can have an infinity number of objects, and sometimes you'll see 0, dot, dot, star. That means we can create an infinity amount of objects of our COAT class definition. I hope this does help a little bit. Remember, if you want a review of UML diagrams, module 4, there's a document in there. The first 8 pages for this class will help you. Have a great day.